Hello, and welcome to day one of the Paraliminal Challenge. I'm Pete Bissonette, and we have all the paraliminals playing around the clock to help you get rid of annoyances in your life and achieve your hopes and dreams. And we have thousands of people joining us online and in the MindTracks app. So let's welcome today's guest co-host, Christy Whitman. Hello, Christy. She's a master coach, energy healer, New York Times bestselling author of 7 books, founder of the Quantum Success Coaching Academy, which has certified over 3,000 Law of Attraction coaches. And she's a great fan of the Paraliminals. She's a perfect person to kick off this week's Paraliminal Challenge. Hello, Christy. Welcome.
Hello, Pete. I'm so happy to be with you and each and every one of you that are here. Paraliminals are amazing because it's like a lazy man's way of doing self-help work. I like it.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. And Christy, one of the features in the MindTracks app is I consider the lazy man's way to use paraliminals, because at the top of the app every day it's the paraliminal of the day. So if you don't know which one to use, just do the paraliminal of the day. That's the lazy man's way.
That's brilliant because you have so many. There's like a huge library. So it'd be like it's almost like going to look for a movie on Netflix. You're like spending a whole hour looking for movies and then you don't want to watch a movie anymore, right? So
no, because you're tired.
Yeah, right. So it's like, great, just do the one of the day and you're set. So that's brilliant.
Yeah. And for those of you who are participating online where you don't have the paraliminal of the day showing up, just slide down and just kind of zero in and pick one that kind of intrigues you for the day. So Chrissy, how did you become such a master of the law of attraction? And also, what's the biggest advice that you can give to somebody today?
Well, I've been practicing law of attraction. It feels like, it's been almost 3 decades, which is wild.
Yeah.
And for me, I had my first meditation teacher tell me, you create your own reality. And this is not when we had the internet. This is not when, there were tons of books on law of attraction. It wasn't even really named back then. It was just you create your own reality, and you do that by what you are giving out, meaning what our consciousness. So by the words that we say, the thoughts that we think, the images, the pictures that we hold in our minds, the feelings that we have or don't, we suppress, and then the things that we do. And all of that is within our own control. And personally, I liked that. And I felt very attracted to that. And the more that I started to apply it, whether it was for a job promotion or to get a new job or to find my ideal partner or to create my ideal body or buy a house and another one and or go on trips, and the life that I have created, because I know how to navigate when something negative is happening and make a better experience out of it. And no matter, we all have contrast in our lives. None of us get out of this, without any contrast, meaning what we don't want. Someone might look at me and go, oh, well, you have it all, or you even wrote a book about having it all. What do you know about tragedy or, what I'm going through? And I don't personally, but I know that I lived and I applied the law of attraction and healing through the suicide of my sister 25 years ago. I've also been through a divorce. I've also been let go of a job, fired from a job. I've been in debt, like up to I'm pretty short, so beyond my eyeballs. It was swimming in it, right? And I've also had my, newborn son have to have open heart surgery and deal with elderly parents and things like that. So there's contrast in my life, but law of attraction and understanding that how I react, and that's why our paraliminals are so amazing, because it helps the reactivity of the emotions. It lessens them. It helps us stay more centered, more grounded, helps us really focus our concentration and our consciousness on what we do want. And so, my biggest advice is that keep focusing on what you want and have faith that that's coming, and utilize tools such as paraliminals or other modalities to keep you in a space of focusing on what feels good, what brings you pleasure, what you enjoy, and what kind of life you want to create.
Brilliant. Thank you. That's absolutely spot on, and you spoke it so eloquently. So thank you very much. So Christy, you're also, besides the law of attraction, you are a spiritual mentor, you're a renowned healer. Did you train to be a healer, or was it a gift you discovered? And then also, what have you learned from being a healer that can help everybody who's with us today?
Well, yes, it was both. So I was with a woman that was going to teach me how to meditate, and she actually helped me open up to my inner healer. And it scared the bejesus out of me because it was, it was almost 3 decades ago. And I had a woman that was sitting in a chair, and I opened up my awareness to like that Christ consciousness and, just that healing light energy. And I started working on her, and she was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" It's like, and she was feeling this like feeling of Christ. And that scared me because my previous religious background was like, "Oh God, that's sacrilegious." And, that scared me. And so I shut it down. And for many years, I had, my sister was gay. And so the closest I would ever understand, living a double life of, not coming out of the closet. Because when I finally came out of the closet, because when I was working with coaching clients, I was also doing healing work on them. I was also doing energy work on them. And they would just have these remarkable breakthroughs and changes and shifts and healings. And when I came out, it was like when I really owned that this is a gift that I have. And also, I really learned, by opening up to the council, how to even heal more, or even to get myself out of it so that the council can now come through and heal. And the thing for everybody is understanding that our divine design, it doesn't matter what age or stage we're at in our lives, our divine design is here, it's now, it's wellness, it's wholeness, it's abundance, it's success, it's love, it's support, and all the other frequencies of energy that we want, whether it's passion, pleasure, joy, freedom. It all exists right now. And healing, as the council defines it, healing is really moving from one vibration to the next. So even if it's a physical healing, when someone accepts their well-being and they shift the energy and they do something, they're shifting into another concept of themselves in being well. And that's all an individual choice for each one of us.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this week is all about unleashing positive surprises in our lives by using the paraliminals to overcome any problems or, contraction or the contrast, as you say, and to make great progress toward the outcomes that you want to create for yourself. So if you're new to the paraliminals, let me give you a quick overview. They're meditation-like, they're souped-up visualizations. When you're listening, you're hearing a voice in each ear speaking to different parts of the brain, so that your whole brain is involved in the learning process. You see your inner mind is learning new ways to respond to what's going on in your world. So what's your challenge? What's going on in your world? What's your goal? What do you want to get out of this week? What would make all the difference in the world if you could achieve it now? And then use the paraliminals to guide your inner mind to respond in ways to help you get what you want. And just pick one. Pick anyone, like I said. Use the paraliminal of the day. Just spin through the list, put on headphones, press the play button, and relax into the experience. Each is only about 20 minutes, not a very long time, and they're designed to guide your non-conscious, your inner mind, to help you live an extraordinary life. So, Christy, folks have been writing in with their goals and their aspirations. So I see that you have them in front of you. So you want to start reading some?
I do, but I just want to say, what I love doing with the paraliminals is right before I go to bed, because it's such a great time. I mean, all of yourself is just so open. So I just love that. When you were saying pick 20 minutes, 20 minutes before you go to bed, it's like perfect. So Arwen actually wrote, "I am opening myself to receiving." I love that. And Penny shared, "My main goal is to lift my vibration this year. Monday is joy. Tuesday is happy for no reason." Our friend Marcy. Wednesday is euphoria. Thursday is gratitude. Friday is self-love. Saturday is soul of money, or also another friend. And Sunday is creating sparks. Amazing. That is awesome.
And I think what she's doing is that she's cycling through those all year long. So every Monday she does joy. Every Tuesday is happy for no reason. So she's obviously a longtime paraliminal customer.
Yes. That's awesome. That I love that though. Each day is a new one. You have a theme. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
It makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
So Karen wrote, I'm hoping to find the motivation and focus improved for my vision and goals. And then Valerie wrote, my goal is less anxiety, better health, and greater feeling of abundance. Awesome. Thank you for
Excellent.
sharing those.
Yeah. Helene, she wrote, euphoria has helped me be happier each day. That's important. David wrote, I need to strengthen my finances. So prosperity, abundant money mindset, financial security, wealth motivator, happy money, and living the law of attraction. Kendra, she wrote, I'm listening to Prosperity and Ideal Weight. I can't tell you how much life has changed since the last challenge. I am hooked for life. I have turned 2 other people on to the Paraliminals. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love that. That's so
Yeah.
awesome. Cindy wrote, service to others is my love language. Oh my gosh, I love that. And I'm good at serving, helping everyone else at the expense of my time for me. I don't say no enough or put myself first. My goal is to schedule time for myself every day and I actually take it. Good for you, Cindy. Anna wrote, my goal is to find time daily to do this challenge for the week. Perfect. I love it. Smaller goals, right? Mike wrote, I want a deeper connection to the divine. I will listen to Fresh Start, Gratitude, Self-Love, and Happy for No Reason. Awesome, Mike.
Yeah. Sydney wrote, I would love a new relationship with time. It sounds crazy, but as a caregiver, similar to the last one for 2 family members, I never seem to have enough. I always feel the pressure of having to do more than time allows. And the conscious time paraliminal is the perfect one, Sydney, for you to use. Marie wrote, last year I had the opportunity to try out the paraliminals and found the 2 ideal weight paraliminals very helpful in that my eating habits completely changed. I eat healthy food 3 times a day in the appropriate portion to my body weight. I'm not hungry between meals and never eat after dinner. I know I've lost weight because the clothes fit much better and I'm not obsessed with weighing myself. Ideal weight paraliminal was a game changer for me. Vivian wrote, my main goal is to increase self-confidence and to keep the promises I make to myself. Do what I say I'm going to do, basically. I haven't decided on which paraliminals I'm going to use yet. I could use some help on this. Okay, so for self-confidence, it really is the self-esteem supercharger. And that is one, you can listen to it every single day during the challenge. It will keep building on yourself. And that's one of the cool things. If you listen to the self-esteem supercharger, let's say in midday, then before you go to bed, think about how your day went. And think about what it was like before listening to the self-esteem supercharge and how it went afterwards. And you're going to find that your day afterwards, you're lighter, things seem to flow, you had more confidence, you notice the difference. That's one of the cool ways to know that the paraliminals are working with you. So self-esteem supercharger, and then really any of the paraliminals, just follow your intuition. Don't necessarily choose a paraliminal because you think you need to do that one. Your intuition is really important, really valuable here.
That's awesome. Well, I have a few more too. Val wrote, my goal for the challenge will be to increase my motivation, satisfaction, and productivity during the week. That's awesome. Christina wrote, my goal for listening to the paraliminals this week is clarity around work, a possible move, and my relationship with my partner. I'm planning to listen to the paraliminal of the day in the Matrix app. Awesome.
Mind Tracks.
I'm sorry?
The Mind Tracks app.
Is that, what did I say? So
Matrix,
sorry.
yeah.
Mind
but it is
Tracks
kind of like
app.
the Matrix anyway. You know,
Matrix
there's so many correlations between the movie and what we're doing here. But it's
True, very true.
Yeah.
Mind Tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's MINDTRX
Yes.
app. Yeah.
Yep.
So George wrote, I would like to be more productive at work. I'm thinking of getting around to it, peak performance, power thinking. Now, for those of you that are not familiar, these are actual ones that you can go look up. Power thinking, focus and concentration, and self-esteem supercharger.
Yes. So Jasmine wrote, my goal this week and perhaps for the rest of my life is to allow life to be just as it is. I have the Mind Tracks app and I have been drawn consistently to You Deserve It. That's Lisa Nichols' paraliminal, one of hers. I've listened to it a dozen times already and I can't get enough of it. The affirmations are exactly what I need to hear. I'm soothed, encouraged, and feel hopeful each time I listen. That's Lisa, isn't it? It's like having a good friend or two, and they're saying, it's okay. You made some choices that weren't in your best interest. You're all right. You still deserve goodness. I've also noticed that even when I'm not listening from time to time, my mind will repeat phrases such as, you are safe from the paraliminal, and I am calm by it. I do a lot of self-care, and the Mind Tracks app is by far one of my favorite go-tos for self-soothing. It's a blessing to have the incredible gratitude it is a blessing, and I have incredible gratitude for it. I am in for life. Allison wrote, what an awesome lineup of co-hosts. Yay, Christy. How exciting. Thank you for the challenge. I'm excited for participating.
Well, thank you very much, Allison. Tammy wrote, my intention is to improve self-care and learning to put myself first. The paraliminals I have chosen to listen to next week are self-love, self-esteem, supercharger, this seems to be a common one, and finding treasure. I love that one. Joe wrote, I think positive and your life will flourish. This is the message I am hearing. Think positive and your life will flourish. Yes, it will. Nancy shared, I am joining Paraliminal Challenge. I hope to gain clarity, confidence, and motivation. I'd also like to work on self-confidence, worth, that's a big one right now, abundance, and weight loss. There's a lot I can gain from this challenge, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Cheryl wrote, my main goal for listening this week is self-discipline. I'm a freelance writer, and I've been procrastinating lately. After I listened to the self-discipline paraliminal, I didn't feel like procrastinating anymore. I will continue to listen to self-discipline until it sticks. And you know, the cool thing about self-discipline is one that you can go over again and again and again. But be really careful when you're using the paraliminals that you don't try to force something, because as soon as you try to force a change or something in your life, then blocks will go up and it'll kind of make it more difficult to get it. So just go with the flow with it and allow everything to unfold as you use the paraliminals. Vicky wrote, I've been on the verge of having a stress attack for the last couple of days, so my main goal is to keep that at bay. I use a deep relaxation paraliminal, and it seems to be keeping the stress under control. I'll be incorporating Euphorium into my routine to complement the deep relaxation. And you know, the other thing too is that all the paraliminals really work for draining stress out of your body. So yes, use those, but don't be overthinking it. Just go into a paraliminal and the stress will leave you. Lois wrote, I would like to use paraliminals to anchor my morning routine as part of a habit stack. Perfect.
Love that. Love it. Yeah, Pete, you were saying, you know, it's like there is the contrast, but then there's the choicefulness of pushing against it. So in any time, even using the paraliminals, if you feel like this is just doesn't feel like truth or I'm pushing it, you know, choose something else because you guys have so many of them. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Tandy shared, my mother is dying. Oh, sorry, Tandy. My father is dying right now, so I'm much compassion to you. I'm so sorry. And I want to stay very positive in the midst of the exhaustion of hospital meetings, etc. I feel you. I just want to show up powerfully and feel connected to my source. And so it is. Sadra wrote, my intention is to be more organized with my time, with decluttering, to start the first chapter of my book, to write down my goals and put them into action, to be kind and helpful to someone who needs this service, and to be thankful in every situation, no matter the outcome. Wow, that's a great intention.
Yeah.
Raja wrote, to change the way I live and gain inspiration.
Nicholas wrote, my intention is to strengthen my belief in my ability to create a successful online business. I would like to create a new identity as a digital entrepreneur and help others in my age group create success online. Michelle wrote, joy, stop procrastination, motivation, declutter, focus, the basic ones that we all have to work on, right? Alan wrote, I'm running my small online business at the moment, and I want to get consistent with my content for various social media.
Awesome. Jean wrote, my goal is to remove or organize all the clutter in my thoughts and focus more on positivity in areas of my life. Awesome. Nigel wrote, to clear my mind of junk thoughts and get clear insight into where I want to go. That's a good one. Young LA wrote, realigning with my purpose, overcoming chronic pain, fatigue, procrastination, and moving into abundance type subjects. GK wrote, happy life and good luck.
Exactly. So one of the reasons I love reading these stories, especially on Monday, because Monday we're reading what people want to accomplish, what the aspirations are for the week. And it gives you an idea of the wide range of what people are coming here for the Paraliminals to do. So you can use it for anything. And so don't think that just because don't think there's something that you have to do with it. Just kind of be open to everything and all the different intentions. And if you want a breakthrough goal, like on Thursday, Jack Canfield will be joining us. He's the co-host for the day. And breakthrough goals are very, very important. If you can set a goal that will really cause a shift in your life, fantastic. And the Paraliminals will be here to help you with that. So you can either use them for small things to help you get through the week or to kickstart different parts of your life, or you can use it for a massive goal that you have. So what's your goal?
It was amazing seeing all the different, aspects of goals and intentions. So you can use it for anything.
Yeah, the first time that we did a challenge and we asked people what they were going to use for, I was really surprised at how folks were coming in for everything. And I love that because you really can use the Paraliminals for everything.
Yeah.
And then, this week, as you listen to the Paraliminals, share your experiences with us. What have you noticed? What's changing in your life? And you can either put it on the Learning Strategies Facebook page. There's a link in your the reminder email you received today, or you can do that on the online form, also a link there. I think those links are also on the page if you're doing the challenge online today. And the reason you want to do that, because you want to share, and you want to be talking about what it is that you're getting from the Paraliminals. And when you do share them with us, you might just win a $100 gift certificate.
Wow.
We'll be announcing today's winner shortly. As a matter of fact, Christy, you get to announce the day's winner.
Yay!
And when you know what you want to get from the week, scan through the list of Paraliminals and just select ones that interest you that might help with your challenge. Then tap on it and it'll begin playing immediately. And if you're using the MindTracks app for the challenge, you can simply do the Paraliminal of the day like we talked about before. That's a hugely popular feature and it's one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, today I listened to Letting Go, and I listened to Letting Go because it's the Paraliminal of the day for today.
So you don't have to make any choices. It's done for you.
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier, Christy, that we have newbies online. Is there anything about the Paraliminals that you'd like to share with the folks who this may be their first time using the Paraliminal?
Yeah, it's just like I was saying earlier, it's just you get to just sit back and receive and you get to listen. And the really cool thing is at the beginning, what I love about Learning Strategies Paraliminals, that's quite a word to say over a note. Paraliminals, like paralimina. At the beginning of most of the Paraliminals, Dr. Paul Sheely, just another wonderful, amazing man. I just love him. He's going to ask you questions, which will help you set your intention for what you're about to listen to, because you're literally reprogramming your mind. You're getting it just even beyond the mind into the unconscious parts of you, the subconscious parts of you. So as you do your best to, once you hear a question, you get clear, that alone, just that time of having a deeper question asked to you, and then giving yourself just a moment to get to know yourself and ask, because how often do we sit around and allow ourselves to ask, what do I want? And how do I want this outcome to be? And, that's the first thing always is getting clear on what you want and creating your intention. And then this is like someone just literally rehooking you up to program you to get and create that intention. So you just have to do your best to answer the question, close your eyes, and then relax into the experience because it's done for you. It's awesome.
Exactly. Exactly. And then at the end, it's okay if you fall asleep too when you listen to a Paraliminal. And you know that your mind is still paying attention, because what happens when you get done listening to a Paraliminal, you automatically come to, you automatically wake up. That's because a part of you is always paying attention to it. So these messages are designed for your inner mind. So if you zone out, if you fall asleep, fantastic, no problem at all. Another question that we get quite a bit is how many paraliminals can you listen to in a day? And it's really your choice. Do at least one a day during the paraliminal challenge, but if you can, do 2 or 3 each day to make great progress toward your goal. Maybe one in the morning, first thing when you wake up, another one in the afternoon, and then maybe another one in the evening or just before you go to bed. Like Christy, you said, a lot of people listen before they go to bed. They're 20 minutes so they can easily fit into your day. And like I said this morning, it was letting go, and I'll probably do 2 more today because it's the challenge week, and I don't know which one's going to do yet, but maybe tomorrow I'll let you know. And remember to let us know about your experiences on the Facebook page or in that survey, and you can win a $100 gift certificate. And the reason you want to share is that because, we'll be reading the stories each day, and when others will hear your stories, it will inspire them to use the paraliminals, and it will help them get more value out of the week too. So, Christy, before we went live today, I used a random number generator on the internet to decide to select today's winner. And would you like to announce the winner?
I would. So the winner of the $100 gift certificate is Helena Vladek. Hopefully I'm saying your last name. It's Vladetic. So Helena, very congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Helena. I'm just sending an email to customerservice@learningstrategies.com, and we'll get you all set up. Again, that's customerservice@learningstrategies.com. So we're doing a challenge, Christy. And why is it, and we're encouraging people to challenge themselves every day for the week. So how can a challenge like this make an impact for somebody's life? Why is it important to do challenges now and then?
Well, because, it gets you concentrated, it gets you focused. It's like, oh, this is 5 days. I'm going to show up. I'm going to do this. And when you do that and you start to create momentum by showing up and committing to yourself during a challenge, then it makes it part of your daily routine. And like you said, it then becomes something it's a tool you use. We use tools to get by and get along. This is a tool that improves your state of mind. It improves your energy vibration. And it doesn't matter what you're going through in your life. One day you might be struggling with your relationship, and the next day you might be struggling with money, or maybe one of your parents is, transitioning, or you've got a big promotion coming up, or, you've got a big presentation. We all have different things that happen in our daily lives, and to be able to engage and do it consistently, that's when you get the results. It's like going to a gym once and picking up some weight. It's not going to do much. It's going there consistently day after day and doing it. And this challenge is like that fire starter. And it's so great though, because you can choose. You don't have to go, okay, I'm only going to focus on this one. You've got hundreds, if not thousands of paraliminals that, Learning Strategies has done throughout the years. And it's just amazing what you have available. It's what we have available to ourselves. Like my parents didn't have that stuff back in the day. It's amazing.
Yeah, when we started creating the first paraliminal, we didn't have the options. And Paul, Sheila, and I sat down to figure out which one did we want to create, because we didn't realize this would end up being a thing. So we thought we would create one. And so we brainstormed what would be the one paraliminal we would want to use for the rest of our lives. And it turned out to be the new behavior generator. And it still is one of my best ones, my most favorite ones, the new behavior generator. But the neat thing is that now there's so many other ones. With the new behavior generator, you can accomplish so much because there's so much flexibility with it, but you got tools now to do whatever you want. And one of the things for the challenge, I got a note from somebody this morning too. We didn't read it. And that was, boy, this is only a week. I can do this for a week. Well, that's absolutely true. And you might find after listening to Paraliminals for the week, you'll want to be doing it for a long time, because learning is lifelong. And Christy, when we first started doing the Paraliminals, we were telling people, you don't have to listen every day. And certainly you don't have to listen every day. But when Paul Sheely was working on his doctorate and doing the research that he needed to do, one of the things he discovered is that the folks in our client base who are having the greatest success in their life, and this would be, breakthrough success, were folks who are listening to Paraliminals every day. They're always making sure that their mind was filled with some positive thoughts, and they were learning the strategies that were necessary for their success. So stay with the paraliminals. And thank you for being here for the challenge. So we admire you so much for taking control of your life and for doing what it takes to live your dreams now. So get to using the paraliminals. They're ready and waiting for you. And if you want to connect with Christy Whitman, we'll be sending you an email shortly after the Paraliminal Challenge finishes, so you'll know how to do that. And then come back tomorrow. Our co-host will be Don Christos, another healer. And what a great way to begin the week. Two healers in a row. Hey, Christy, do you know Don? Have you ever met her?
I haven't. I'm looking forward to seeing what she has to say tomorrow with you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's been doing a healing program with us since 2017. This is actually a live program where we meet every Thursday night, and this is the 14th series. So she's going to be coming in. She actually started with us using the paraliminals, and that's how we ended up finding her in the first place. Because I was calling customers to find out, how they're using things, and I kind of called her up, and then I said, "So Don, what do you do?" And then she told me what she was doing as a sound healer, and I said, "Oh, this is interesting." And the next thing you know, here she is on the challenge for tomorrow.
I love it. I love her last name. It goes so well. Crystal.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. So, Christy, any parting words of wisdom for everyone?
Well, I just want to say that, again, we're so blessed to have these type of tools. And it's the kind of tools where you don't have to put a lot of effort in and you can just sit back and receive. I mean, that's always a good thing. It's just less effort, less push, and just more receiving, puts us in alignment with our natural divine design. So that's what paraliminals really do, is they help align you in whatever aspect of your life you want to be aligned with. So go for it. And congratulations for being here as part of the Day One Challenge. It's amazing.
And one more thing before we sail on. If you're new to the paraliminals and if you want to carry forward after the paraliminal challenge, there's information in your reminder email that tells you how you can upgrade to the Ultimate You Library of Paraliminals for yourself. And if you're watching online, you can also find the information on the webpage. And basically, you got three sets of choices. You can get CDs that we're happy to ship to your home. You can do MP3s that you can download to your device, or you could do the Mind Tracks app. So there's great ways to stay engaged with the paraliminals. And Christy, thank you so much for being here today and for sharing your expertise and your wisdom. Appreciate it a whole lot.
Oh, thanks for having me, Pete. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. And again, everyone at home, thank you for joining us, and have a great and rewarding Paraliminal Challenge.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.